What's going on, guys? So today I am out here at the AT&T Center for the Funtown RV Party in Dallas, Texas. This is the home of the Dallas Cowboys. They have 130 RVs inside and 150 outside. This is a really cool setup, and in front of us we have a really cool brand. So a lot of people associate this brand with being the very best of the best in terms of mass-produced fifth wheel RVs available that you can buy, because there are a lot of kind of boutique brands like Lux who don't produce very many RVs. There's New Horizon, there's Spacecraft, these brands that produce very, very small numbers, where when you're looking at a mass-produced unit, DRV is kind of considered to be the best of the best. And we're going to take a closer look at this one. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So first of all, be prepared for some pretty crazy numbers. This is a triple axle DRV. This thing's probably 44 plus feet long. And the way they construct these things are not light. So these have a Lippert frame that is completely customized to how DRV manufactures their RVs. It's an entirely unique frame that nobody else uses in the industry. It's a triple stack frame. That said, the numbers. So this is gonna have a gross vehicle weight rating of 24,000 pounds. That is incredibly heavy for a fifth wheel. The cargo capacity on this unit is 2,760 pounds, which means that the dry weight on this unit is actually going to be over 20,000 pounds. So this thing completely unloaded is going to weigh more than most toy haulers that are fully loaded, most large toy haulers that are fully loaded. So just keep that in mind. This is not designed for anything less than a very, very large modern dually truck at minimum. Some people will tow these behind even bigger trucks, like medium duty trucks. This is going to have 8,000 pound axles, so it has three 8,000 pound axles, so you have 24,000 pounds worth of axle capacity, and it's going to have 17.5-inch H-rated tires. So everything is set up really well from that perspective. Now, before we dive in too much further, and you're going to hear some noise in the background because they're still trying to get this show set up, let's talk about where some of that weight comes from. First of all, I talked about the frame. We'll show you that here in a second. Totally unique frame, super, super, super heavy duty frame. And it's, like I said, completely unique to the folks at DRV. 3-inch thick sidewalls. It's a hung sidewall, so it's actually a more premium sidewall than most of the other manufacturers out there. It has a very, very heavy suspension running gear system. This is going to have independent suspension on it as well as disc brakes. This unit also has a fiberglass one-piece roof on top. So this is as premium as it gets from this specific manufacturer. As we look inside the front storage bay, you can see that you have your in-command system here as well, which are all of your automated controls to be able to turn things on and off. You're also, and I don't know if you'll see it right here, you see some of the components here. On the other side, you'll see the water manifold system, which is a copper residential grade manifold system. Entirely unique. Nobody's doing that. Some people have manifold systems, a plastic one, but to have the one that they use here is unique. You have a complete steel cage structure that wraps around this entire section as well. It's not just an aluminum bath deck that's not designed to be structural. This portion right here is designed to reinforce the entire frame assembly, and it creates an entire cage around all of this. Now let's quickly look at the frame structure so you can see what I'm talking about. So you have two 6-inch channels on top of a 3-inch channel, and then a 2-inch channel that supports the suspension. This is an absolutely crazy frame system that is super, super strong and very, very rigid, and it's arguably the stiffest, strongest frame in the industry. It's hard to think of anything that could be stronger than how they've set this up. All right, so they got music playing, so we're going to hop inside. You can see full body paint. They paint this side, they just don't paint the stripes through it, so it's full body paint all the way around. You can see this unit is 46 feet long, 13 feet 1 inches tall. It is a wide body unit, 101 inches wide. This thing is absolutely crazy. Dry weight 20,215 pounds. Pricing MSRP $271,000 with a sale price of $187,000 or $188,000, $83,000 off of the price. And this is going to be the DRV Houston 2024 model. We're going to hop inside, and I'm actually going to close the door to kind of block some of the sound out. But check this out. Now, regardless of if you love or hate the color tones, one thing I want you to be aware of is that everything in here is solid wood. They're not using pressboard. Everything in here is built to a much, much higher quality level. Even if you don't care for the color, again, just think about the fact that it's the use of materials in here. Now, as we walk through, let's talk about some things. First of all, you have a really, really nice quartz countertop here as well. Everything's nice and backlit. Again, all of this lumber here is solid lumber. So the cabinetries are all solid lumber. Your valances are all solid lumber. They're using higher end materials like MCD, which is considered the premium day-night roller shade versus some of the generic ones. Like the one in our fifth wheel, our Brookstone, is a generic version of this. So this is the better one. You have a nice buffet area here. This table can extend out, so you can put 2 more chairs here as well. You have a really cool office setup right here. This is awesome. This is great for folks who are going to be full-timing or have to work from their RV and going to be on the road, because DRV units are specifically designed for full-timers. They're designed to be towed, they're designed to be lived in, they're designed to be used as a residence, essentially. Nice cabinetry. Another reason why you see all solid woods everywhere in DRV units. You can see that the windows are all insulated windows. Again, insulated windows, full one-piece fiberglass roof, has a padded roof, and it also has Whisper Quiet air conditioning systems, 3 of them. True Whisper Quiet. Nice theater seating here. You have another window. Again, nice hardwood valances all around. They're attached very, very well. Beautiful lighting sconces. I love the way all this looks. This folds out into almost a king-size bed. You have wireless charging on the sides, or at least on this side. I don't think you do on this side. Nope. But something that's interesting is that, oh, I guess you can rotate it slightly. Oh, these kind of lift out. So I guess they're just made to sit in there. I was wondering why it was crooked. Okay, over here you have your large screen TV, smart TV in place already. You have your fireplace here, as well as cabinets all around, all soft closing, something that you just come to expect from DRV. Your sound bar's already in place. You do have floor registers. One of the reasons for that is because there's a lot of people that take DRVs into incredibly cold climates, and regardless of whether you love it or hate the way these registers in the floor look, it's the most efficient way to get heat moving throughout your RV, because it's straight shot straight off of the furnace. You don't have to go up underneath cabinets and out the side like you see in some brands. But that's the reason why on your super high-end brands, you will typically see floor registers still, because it moves more hot air into your unit than anything else that's available right now. Okay. Cabinetry here. Look at that. Nice flat pull-out drawers. Soft closing everything. More pull-out drawers. You're going to see little touches like that all over the place. Up top here, more space. A lot of space right here. You have your Insignia 4-burner oven stove combination. Real stone backsplash. Real tile. Real solid surface materials as well. This is kind of a cool low-profile dual basin stainless steel sink. Nice upgraded sprayer here. You have your dishwasher included on this one. It's currently locked. A lot going on in these units. Okay. Over here you have your Insignia refrigerator, which is currently locked in place. And this piece comes out like that. Kind of a brilliant way of doing it, to be honest. This is a huge refrigerator. And then over here, I don't think this opens. Well, maybe it does. Oh yeah, look at that. Spot for your spices. That's really cool. Just utilizing space that might otherwise be dead. Now, I do think they could put something right here. Would have been cool to put some type of a piece of art. They already have a clock up there. Maybe some wainscoting down here. Something to give you a nice kind of architectural look to it. In here, you have a porcelain foot flush toilet. Nice porcelain sink. Medicine cabinet, another window up top. Again, this is your half bath. This is where your washing machine is going to go, your washer and dryer. So you have a Splendide washer and dryer. This is the most stable way to transport them, so they're not attached to each other. Magnetic latch there. You have more storage up top for towels and toiletries, and then more storage below. Here are all of your controls, your in command, your water heater, your on-demand water heater, your fan. You can get all sorts of cool things like power management systems in here as well. Place to hang some coats. It's really nice steps going up, and they are illuminated, and they do have motion sensors. Okay, so this is going to be your master bedroom. King size bed. Wireless charging on this side. Again, I don't know why they wouldn't put it on both sides. Maybe they only think one person has a smartphone. And you have an AC unit in here. It's a whisper quiet unit. Again, this is a padded ceiling like you would typically see on high-end motor coaches. Under here you will probably have some storage. This has a pretty high-end mattress because this mattress is incredibly heavy. Does it say a brand on it? That is definitely not a cheap mattress, but a lot of space underneath. I almost feel on a level like this that they should have put drawers off the front of it so you don't have to lift this up, because when you go to a high-end mattress, it makes it really, really difficult to lift this up and to set it down softly. But if they would have just put some really nice long drawers in here, I think that would have accomplished the same things for most people who would buy a unit like this. You have your TV here on the wall, day-night roller shades, more drawers. You might see I always check these now to see if they lift up or if they move, but based off the trim here, I should have figured it didn't. You have your dual vanities in here as well. Huge bathroom, porcelain foot flush toilet. Huge Encore single piece shower stall system. Would have been nice to see like a multi-head sprayer in this area, and an upgraded skylight right here. You have two big basins right here. It's nice bumped out with real wood. That's soft closing cabinets, but the drawers down here are not soft closing drawers. Good sized medicine cabinet, and they are soft closing. Adjustable shelves. Love that. Love seeing adjustable shelves. Would have been nice if they put a little rubber stopper right here to keep from hitting the door whenever it opened. More adjustable shelves. Then in here you have your closet space. It's a good sized closet space. Got another chair in here also. One chair is currently in the desk out there. That's why you have only one chair back here. You have some more drawers there. What do you guys think? Pretty nice unit, huh? Let's hop outside and see what the outside's all about, then we'll wrap the video up. Okay, so we've already showed you quite a bit of this. We've shown you the independent suspension system, along with the automotive disc brakes that are on it. The frame setup, which is super nice. That looks really, really nice. Let's see if I can get around this sofa. Nice one-piece fiberglass cap on the back. This is rated to tow, even though I never recommend towing behind a travel trailer or fifth wheel. Okay, nice LED lighting. Big rack and pinion system. There's an area where you can really see the frame in that whole setup. It's just one massive system back here. Probably has the largest rack and pinion system I've seen on any fifth wheel. You have a nice power cord rail back here. Coming this way. One of the things that's always kind of confused me is why DRV uses a cable-driven slide. They've been using for a long time. I don't know if it's the new exact system or if it's the older system, but it's a small slide out, so it's not that big of a deal personally, but I would recommend that they would go with a different system, so I'm not a big fan of that. You have your Suburban on-demand water heater. That is locked, but I think that's actually extra storage or access to your handles. This one's locked as well. I'm gonna guess this is probably locked. Nope, it's not. It's gonna be on strut arms since there's a slide above it. And this is where your manifold's gonna be. Check that out. It is a true copper water manifold system. Very nice. Complete with all sorts of capabilities to shut things off if you need to. It's just a very, very high-end system. Something that you typically would not see on an RV. And this is, I believe, the only manufacturer that does that. Well, what do you guys think? Pretty nice setup, huh? There are a few things that I critique that I think they could do better, but overall, these are generally considered some of the best fifth wheels you can buy from a mass production level. And they tend to be less expensive than a lot of the other fifth wheels that you might want to compare it against. So a lot of people will say, just get a Lux. Well, a Lux is going to be $100,000+ more, and you're going to have to wait a year for it to be built. Well, some people say get a New Horizon. Kind of the same thing. You're going to pay $100,000, $200,000 more, and you may not necessarily get something that's significantly better. You'll get something that was definitely built on a slower production line. There's probably going to be a little bit better fit and finish in certain areas, But from a luxury perspective, from something that you can get on a lot of dealership lots, and something that has a pretty dang phenomenal reputation for being a very well-built RV, but just very heavy, you can't get much better than DRV, honestly. Anyways, guys, please leave a comment below. I would love to know what your thoughts are. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.